Hi, Dave. So, I'm out of class and I'm at home, and I wanted to show you what I was so upset about as far as my test goes. Um, she gave us a study guide, and like you can see, this is some of what's on it. I don't know if you can see that clear or not. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff that is on our study guide. So I went by that. Like, that's what I studied. Plus, I read and read and read, and I just keep reading things over and over and over again. So when I did that, I thought, I'm good. I'm golden. Anyway, get in there to go to take the test today, and I'm breezing through the first, like 15, 20 questions. I'm like, hell yeah. And all of a sudden I get to like these 4 or 5 of them where I'm going, what in the world? A couple of them were something I had never heard of before. And I even, like, as soon as I got done taking the test, I went back and looked through the book because I wanted to see if it was even in there, and it wasn't. Me and 3 or 4 other girls after class got together because I was like, am I losing my mind? I know I've never seen this before. And what basically she did was is like if I studied the definition for something, like what superego was. Okay, I didn't just study like the official definition of superego. I also studied like people's theories on it and stuff, and what it means, not just the simple definition, but going into detail about it so that I would, and use examples so that I would like know what it meant for sure. Well, what she did was she took them and she had a couple of them on the test where, there's like 5 of them I think that I missed. There's like 5 or 6. It might have even been 7 it was 7 that I missed. She took like whatever paragraph that she chose to take it out of in the book. She took like one word. Like if you're sitting there and you're reading an article and all of a sudden it's talking about sports and what's going on with football and so, or whatever, and then somebody gives you a test on it and they write sports to the right, you're supposed to match that to this definition, to this word. I'm like, one word is not a definition to a word. No one knew what was going on. I don't even know if I'm explaining it where you can understand. It was horrible. It was just horrible. She just picked a word out of a paragraph and used it as an answer to describe what another word means. So I wasn't looking for that. I'm going, well, I know what this means and I know what that means, but I don't see the answer over here to choose from. So now what? Because it was like a multiple choice thing. So I ended up doing all the ones that I knew, and the ones that I didn't know, I guessed at. I tried to like put this theory into my head, like what would logic tell me, like what should it be? Is there anything in here that would make me think that it should go to that word? And I got 7 of them wrong. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I told her, I said, you can go down this list and ask me, what is ID, what is ego, what is superego, what is case study, cross-sectional study, longitudinal study, observational study, all that. You can ask me what any of it is and I can tell you. But you can't word it in some weird, funky way that nobody knows what you're talking about and can't even assume. I mean, nothing even remotely close stood out to me. She's like, Rachel, I'm so sure that you studied. I know you did. I'm like, you did right. I busted my tail over this test to make a 73. I said, there's nothing that you can do. You can't, retest that portion of the test or anything. And she was like, no. She goes, I am going to lower your, or drop your lowest grade that you make at the end of the semester. So, at least you got that going for you. I'm sure you won't make anything lower than this ever again. I was like, well, I don't know, because if I have to learn this way, I just might. I did, however, score a perfect score on my paper my paper that I wrote on my observational, or naturalistic observation. I can't even think straight and talk straight right now. James. Whew. I got a perfect grade on that. I'm surprised. Anyway, everybody says to me, oh, well, at least you passed. I suppose somebody who isn't passing, That would look good. But for me, it's about keeping my GPA up. I want to have a high GPA. I want to be 3.5 or 4.0. I don't want to be below 3.5. It's just a personal goal that I set for myself. And you know, when I transfer to the other college that I'm going to, it's going to be required. So why not have those habits now? You know, versus waiting until I transfer to the other college to try to make something of my grades. I'm starting now. It needs to be done now. I've waited too long to even go back to school. So it was really, really important for me to get that good grade and not a damn 73, which is a C. I'll give it. I missed 2 in the true false section. That was my fault because I misread it a little bit, I guess, or I wasn't paying attention to a certain keyword, and I was rushing through it because it was so easy to me because I knew it so well. So there was 2 mistakes that I made that I know were mine, but the rest of them, I just really don't, I mean, even my mom doesn't think it's right. So I'm pretty pissed about it. I mean, and I said that, you know, what's really bad is that math is my worst subject. I hate it. And I'm passing that with like a 90-something. Psychology, I love it. It's interesting. It's getting in your head, and I like that. I like to be in people's heads, and I'm gonna make a 73. Really? So that's that as far as that goes. So I'm getting ready to I gotta take my online exam for my I can't even think straight today. What, Bert? I gotta take my spring exam for my computer class today because it's due tomorrow, and I would really rather just go ahead and do it today. And it should tell me what my grade is right away. It usually does. So I should be able to score at least an 89 or above on that. So we'll see. What else? Oh, that's kind of cool how you can plug your thing into your TV. I can do that too on my parents' TV, but not in the living room. I don't know why you want to watch my big head on your giant TV, but whatever floats your boat, James. Whatever floats your boat, doo-dah. So, oh yeah, the camera that I am using is a 5-megapixel camera. It has like an MP3 player and all kinds of stuff in it. It's flat like a cell phone. Real thin. I love it. It's awesome. It takes really, really good pictures, especially at nighttime. And it's a Samsung. It has like a timer on the camera, so if you're doing a video and you want to set it down and step away and wait for it to come on, it does all that stuff for you. Same thing with pictures. What I wanted to do was take like some dumb little video or whatever of something and do a little editing and stuff to it so that you can see some of the stuff that I learned in my computer class, because it's pretty cool. It's just sitting there like this though, clicking while you're going through stuff and going, no, I don't like the way that looks. I don't know if I like the way that looks. I don't know if I like the way that sounds. Back it up, rewind. So anyway, that's that. I'm assuming that you're probably drinking a cold beer with Jonathan, I would think. Maybe. If you aren't, you should be. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get this done. I do have some homework that I have to do too. I don't have any plans, not going anywhere this evening. So, it's gonna be chilling. So, I'll holler. Bye, James! Bye, James!